Hey friend, it is sunset. It is getting dark. I probably should have been here a little bit earlier so I could catch the sunlight, but alas, we did not. I'm just gonna close my zip. I just wanted to share something real quick. So I posted a status on, I think we call it status or status on Facebook, and mostly prompted by the fact that I've been watching the Black Mother Wound podcast, and it's really highlighting some things for me about the search for belonging, of centering other people's needs as a survival mechanism, as a way to survive patriarchy, as a way to survive the ways in which we were parented by mothers who often had to survive being a woman, survive a world that has told them that they are not important, not significant, not loved, that they have to earn their right to exist through servitude. Anyways, so the post, I'm gonna read it. It says, "Just because you feel guilty doesn't mean you are wrong. When you've been trained to betray yourself to please other people, choosing yourself and your peace feels wrong and selfish, but do it anyway. Keep choosing you until it feels natural. Self-betrayal was never a requirement for real love and belonging, nor will it ever be." I want to say two things on this. One, the people who have the capacity and the desire to truly love and see you, they exist. They're out there. Maybe you've met a few, and maybe you weren't open to receiving their love because you thought maybe they didn't mean it, or maybe there were strings attached, or you didn't trust them, whatever the case. No, we're not there right now. But the people who are called to love you, who are able to see you and truly honor whatever it is that you bring, whatever it is that you have to offer, those people, they don't require self-betrayal for closeness with you. They don't make self-betrayal a requirement for them to give you love. It's not a trade-off. There are moments of compromise, there are moments of conflict, there may be moments of misunderstanding, but you never have to betray your feelings, you never have to betray your integrity, your values in order to be close to them, because they want you to be a whole human. They don't want sliced off pieces of you that you're using to manipulate them to be close with you. Real love wants and requires, I would dare say, honesty, and practicing honesty and authenticity when you have been trained to betray yourself, when you've been trained to be a chameleon, feels so unnatural, feels so guilt-inducing and shame-inducing and fear-inducing, because you don't know if it's actually safe to be who you are. If the people who are saying that they love you unconditionally, or the people who were supposed to love you unconditionally didn't do that, how much more then would a person who is technically a stranger, a person who isn't obligated to love you as your family should have, how much less likely is it that they will be able to truly love you without condition, to truly honor you? But the point was never keeping people at the cost of being yourself. The point, even after healing from your family trauma and building new relationships, the point will always be your relationship with you. you honoring how you feel, you learning to trust yourself, you learning how to be in integrity with your own values, and to express and show yourself or demonstrate through your actions that you truly love yourself, demonstrate through your inner dialogue that you truly love yourself. And that will allow you to be willing, if necessary, hopefully it isn't, but to be willing and to have the emotional resilience to know that you'll be okay if you lose people in the process of loving yourself. And it's so difficult. Oh, I want to say that again. The relationship that you cultivate with yourself will give you the resilience that you need to be willing to lose people in the process of loving yourself, if it need be. Hopefully it won't be, but knowing that it's okay if someone else doesn't understand me, knowing that it's okay if someone else doesn't love me, knowing that it's okay if someone else doesn't see me, acknowledge me, want me, appreciate me. I'm like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's truly all right. And it's a difficult thing to come to when you have been taught that the currency of earning love is self-betrayal. It is like the drastic opposite of your programming. And so I know I say that with a I'm like, take that with a pinch of salt. It's not easy to do, but it is absolutely necessary. And if you are healing from maybe codependency or emotional enmeshment with the family members or toxic family dynamics that have taught you codependency as opposed to individuation, the Black Mother wound is helping me a lot right now. I'm like listening to it on my daily walks. I just started doing daily walks, so hey. But yeah, so and then the second part of it, the second part of what I wanted to say is that kind of amplifying the same thing is like, stop compromising your identity. You have to learn your values. You have to learn yourself so you know who you are, and so you can't not protect or love that which you do not know. So I want to say that better. I feel like I didn't think that point out. I'm sorry. But please make time to spend with God, make time to spend in solitude, make time to understand what brings you joy, understand your grief, understand your shame, understand your fears. Make time for yourself. That's another thing. When we have been taught that our peace, our belonging, our love, our validation, our affirmation is going to come from action, 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 sitting still feels like it's going to get us in trouble. Sitting still feels like it's frivolous. Sitting still and trying to understand yourself and pick apart all the things that make you tick, that that are happening in your mind, it feels frivolous. It feels unnecessary. It feels like it's not going to do the job. It's like it's not enough almost. But I promise you, there is no greater reward than getting to know God and getting to know yourself. That is where your true emotional fulfillment, your true emotional stability, where your true emotional contentment is going to come from. The combination of understanding who you are, what makes you tick, what your life experiences have programmed you to do, and then giving that to God and allowing Him to show you His original plan and purpose for your life, allowing Him to hold the grief with you, allowing you to hold the confusion with you, allowing Him to hold the trauma, relational or otherwise, allowing Him to be in that with you, and you realizing that it didn't break you. You realizing that it was never going to break you, that He built you with a resilient spirit, and He is with you. He was with you in the storm. He was with you when things were happening. He was with you when you were coping. He was with you when you were using, destructive coping mechanisms to try to numb the pain and the shame and the grief. And he is with you now as you're seeking to heal, as you're seeking to understand, as you're seeking to grow, as you're going through the process of self-development, psychoeducation, whatever processes or tools you're employing to try to get to the next phase, or to try to like unearth who you are in like inner work, early child, like understanding early childhood development, or doing what is that? It's not the like the identity retrieval, reparenting your inner child. There we go. That's what I was trying to figure out. But he is with you in all of those processes, and he wants you to lean on him. Honestly, I gotta tell you that God has, like in these last few years, where I kind of I hit some major speed bumps, and my mask dropped. It fell away. I didn't have a choice but to seek something more permanent than the pretense. And God showed up for me, and he showed me that he is my lifelong companion, that his spirit is abiding in me as I've been doing the psychoeducation work, as I've been doing the early childhood trauma stuff, as I've been doing like all of the things that we employ to try to like heal, all the stuff even that we've gone through. Like he's been with me through it all, and he's never left my side, and he's been reassuring me that he's gonna be with me, whether I am, like regardless of where I am in the healing process, that his love, his presence is unconditional. It isn't contingent on my actions, and therefore I don't have to perform with him. And that alone, that fact alone of knowing that I don't have to perform for God, I don't have to act in a certain way, I don't have to be perfect, I don't have to, you know, I don't have to pretend to be anything other than what I am in order for him to love me and see me and acknowledge me and receive me, has been so liberating. I'm like, what kind of... Okay, there's some birds nearby. So you're probably hearing stuff. But yeah, like it's been, that too has just been so incredibly healing, knowing that I do have I have spiritual companionship, where I have lacked relational companionship, as in like not been connected to people or been physically isolated. Knowing that God is with me has been so reassuring, and knowing that like he's never out of reach, knowing that I'm never out of reach from him, and he's never out of reach from me, so long as I seek him and I make time for him. And even when I'm not actively making time for him, he's still with me. But it's so much better when I am, because I feel so much more held when I am seeking him out intentionally. So I don't know, I'm trying to like organize my conversation, or my speaking into like point A, point B, but I have ADHD, and I speak in non seculars and tangents, and so you're just gonna have to bear with me and receive the love and intent with which I am speaking. But the main point I just wanted to communicate with you is that God loves you, and that you no longer need to betray yourself in order to secure the love of other people, secure belonging from other people who really either don't have the capacity or the desire to love, see, and honor you. It's so much more empowering to begin to honor yourself. And what that looks like, I could put this in a separate video, but I'm gonna give like a quick what does it look like to love yourself? One, seeking or cultivating a relationship with God, who created you, who loved you first before you even were formed in the womb, who knew you long before you experienced the trauma, long before all of this stuff happened and you were so identified with all the stuff, the muck, the gunk that happens with our life experience. Cultivate that. Secondly, um, start speaking to yourself with kindness. Start just like where you would be inclined to be like, oh my God, that was so dumb, or why did I do that? That was so stupid. Start being compassionate towards yourself. Start being soft. Start being soft spoken and encouraging and forgiving, and gracious with yourself. Treat yourself like the child, that you are inside, who needs tenderness and care, who didn't receive that. Treat yourself like the person who you know is emotionally raw from pain and neglect and abandonment and grief. Like, treat yourself like that person who deserves softness, the softness and the kindness that you've been giving to everybody else, in attempts to secure their love and affirmation and encouragement, and kindness. You can begin to give yourself just a portion of that, and I promise it'll do you so much good. Thirdly is just journaling. Knowing what is happening in your internal world is so empowering. And again, it goes a long way in just cultivating a better relationship with yourself. And the last one is to do the things you think you can't do. As in, get out of your comfort zone. Do the things that you have been told, directly or indirectly, that you're not capable of doing, and show yourself that you can. I recently started going to like roller skating, like a roller rink, and I will just like rent like a 2-hour session, rent some roller skates, and I will just look like a fool for 2 hours because I can, and I want to, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for ages, and I hadn't let myself do it because I was waiting for someone to give me permission to say, yeah, you can go do that. I have been waiting, and my inner adventurer, inner child is just so pleased with that, and I actually want to do more of that. I haven't gone in the past couple of weeks, but the next step will probably be getting my own roller skates. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it happens soon. Yeah, like, do things that you enjoy, and things that make you laugh. Integrate more playfulness into your day-to-day life, and it'll give you an opportunity, one, to just like be and express without the nature of creativity and playfulness is that the more it gets better, the more the best it can be is like when you let it be the worst it can be. Like, it innately forces you to give yourself permission to look like a fool, and so just in that process you learn unconditional love. You learn to hold yourself with such graciousness and love, that would otherwise be not natural, or wouldn't come so super easily. So in the process of playfulness, just allow yourself to play. I don't know if you can see, but like, it's getting cold. It is in the middle of winter, but it was sunny today, and I wanted to film outside, so here we are, doing just that. I am starting to ramble, so I am gonna stop this video. I'm sending you so much love, and I wish you so much peace. And my hope for you is that you learn to be the love that you've been seeking, that you learn to give yourself the love that you have been searching for in all of the places. And I know it's I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to trust. It's hard to let people in. It's hard to love. But you can just start cultivating a safe space within yourself, and yeah, that's where I would say to begin. I am sending you well wishes. I don't know how to wrap this up. I guess I will see you in the next video, but until then, I wish you peace and love and contentment. a heart and a spirit that knows peace. Yeah. All right. Bye.